those Duluth Huskies in the midst of a 4-game series against the St. Cloud Rocks. Each team with a win, but the Huskies looking to grab hold of momentum tonight before closing this one out at home tomorrow night. We jump right into the fourth, all tied at 1. St. Cloud with a runner on first, and the Mankato man Jackson Hogg needles one through left center. Brady Pruitt rounding out the bases to make the truck on home. Rocks take the lead 2-1. To the very next inning now, the Huskies trailing, but not for long. Max Cope crushing one out of the ballpark for the 2-run bomb, and the Huskies snag hold of the lead 3-2. Now to the bottom of the inning, a runner on third. Max Gutzman pops one up smack dab into center field. Joshua Duarte trying to send a rocket and make the play at home plate. Huskies unable to execute, so the Kent State junior Kyle Jackson hauls home the run to make this a 3-all ball game. This one would head into extras, and in the ninth, the Rocks earn the win in walk-off fashion 4-3 over the Huskies. The boys will be back at Wade Stadium tomorrow night to close this one out.